You're a grown man. You're accountable for your decisions. You're making a decision right now.
I will kill you if you don't help me.
All right. Well, I am Grant from Screen Rant. I am very excited to chat with you, Hong, as I've just been personally a big fan of yours for a long time, and I love your work in The Instigators as well. And I love how Dr. Rivera sort of acts as this compassionate, empathetic center to these two wild characters. And I would love to hear sort of how you went about tapping into that side of her going into this production.
You know, I think that was sort of the easy and obvious thing on the page. And what Doug and I kind of talked about was that we wanted to layer in there, or at least I definitely wanted to layer in there, that she's from Lynn, which is kind of a rough town and a rough part of Boston. And so, you know, who Dr. Rivera is outside of the office might not be who we see when she's in her therapy sessions. And so, you know, I wanted to kind of layer in there how she grew up. She's probably from a working class background, and to bring that in there. So, you know, maybe that's the reason, or part of the reason why she does hop into the car as well. But the overarching reason is that she doesn't want anybody to get hurt, you know, and she sees that these are probably two guys who could use a little help, and I think that's her motivation there.
I love that you tapped into that and discussed that with Doug, and the couch scene near the end in particular really just killed me, seeing that sort of group therapy session. Now, I'd also love to hear about developing the rapport with Casey, since that is, I mean, obviously you and Matt have the very caring relationship, but with Casey's character, there's such an interesting dynamic between the two. What was it like developing that with him?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I knew Matt from working with him from Downsizing, and I had never met Casey before, but I kind of had a feeling that I would like him just because, you know, I knew that he was like a little brother to Matt. And so then when I met him, he's just really laid back and easygoing and just kind of sweet. And so in working on that relationship between Rivera and Cobby, I kind of used His Girl Friday as my guide, even though, you know, it's not the entirety of the movie, but I wanted to get that sort of fast rhythm because we are talking over each other and kind of ribbing each other, and there's a little bit of like a love-hate thing going on, oddly. And so I, even though, you know, it's not the entirety of the movie, I wanted to bring in a little bit of that back and forth, and that's sort of like fun, funny energy in there.
It definitely fits the comedic tone and pacing of this movie very well. And so with that said, then did you find yourself getting to improv at all in scenes with Matt and Casey?
I was surprised. I was shocked by how much improvisation was being done. I mean, I love writers and respect them so much, and so for me, I usually stick to the script, and I'm, you know, if it were up to me, I would not veer from it. But Casey was a co-writer on the script, and he was just tossing out lines left and right, and so that's, you know, that's what I had to play with, and it was like, all right, game on, let's just try it all different ways, and it was really fun and so unexpected because I just thought, especially with an action movie, because you have to, you know, be so precise, or at least I thought you had to be so precise and just kind of stick to the script so that, you know, they could use this take or that take and just kind of keep everything same. And it was about, you know, the action sequences. And that was not my experience on this movie. And I guess that's what makes Doug's movies so special. And so unique to him is the tone and the characters. When I spoke with Doug, he said that he wanted it to be a character-driven movie and not the action driving the movie. And we just had a lot of fun just figuring out the relationships, their backstories, what they wanted, and just kind of what we wanted to leave the audience with. So that was really, really fun as an actor to get to chew on.
Well, I'm glad it proved to be such a creatively rewarding experience for you. And Doug nailed it in that it's very character driven, and I love all the characters. So I can't wait to introduce or to share the world how good this movie is. So thank you so much for taking the time. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care, Grant.
You walk out with me.
But I'm their hostage. And their psychiatrist.
You're underpaid.
Yeah, no shit.